Happy Sunday, and welcome to episode 4 of the YogiVanMan. I was thinking we start this episode with an Om. So if you can, find a comfortable seat, really plant down through your sit bones, bring your hands to your knees, take a full inhale. Open mouth, let it go. We'll inhale to Om. Beautiful. This episode I wanted to talk about the law of attraction, manifestation, and how you can incorporate these things into your own life. It's a daily practice, and these things take patience, but they also take awareness. So Sundays are a day for me to write down goals, to look at the week that has passed, and to observe areas where I was successful and areas where I was not as successful. And failure can be looked at in two ways. It can be looked at as a failure, and you can dwell on that failure, and you'll never succeed if you're only dwelling on the ways that you fall short. Or you can look at it as a learning experience. And I know it sounds cliche, but all of the cliche things in life are usually very true and should be observed and studied. I think our failures can be studied in order for us to not repeat them. And it's not a failure if you learn from it and if you can grow from it and not repeat it. This last week has been abundant for me in ways that I'm very proud of myself for. And I'll talk to you a bit about what I wrote down last week. But I wanted to finish my yoga resume. In North County, I was able to, just by the word of mouth and through the people that I knew, through my network, I was able to get teaching jobs relatively easily. And in Los Angeles, be it a completely different area where I didn't know anybody, I had to kind of work for teaching jobs. And this week, I really wanted to fine-tune my resume and put it out into the universe and pray to God for opportunities to present themselves. And it's amazing how right after you pray for something or you ask for something, God gives you an opportunity to seize what it is that you want. It's basically asking, do you really want what it is you're asking for? That's where the fate and the free will intertwine, like we talked about a bit last week. But I was Birdie G's serving, doing my thing, and talking to this wonderful woman and her husband about yoga. And that's one thing about manifestation. You want to promote yourself, not in any egoic, self-centered way, but if you're passionately expressing what it is that you love to do, people feel that genuinity and they want to support you. They want to see you succeed. Our natural state as human beings is to be abundant. So I was talking to them about, how much I love yoga and how I've been looking for places to teach. And this woman said she was on a plane earlier that day with a woman who was opening a yoga studio later in August. Long story short, she gave me her number. I reached out to her. We met up. Her name is Maddie Dupont. And Maddie, if you're watching, thank you so much. I am so excited to open Hometown Yoga in Culver City coming August or September. And that's one instance of manifestation and the law of attraction working in my favor. I put it out that I wanted to start teaching again. I felt like my personal practice had become so routine and so regular that I was ready to teach again. And voila, it appeared. So I'm going to be opening a yoga studio in Culver City with a bunch of amazing teachers. I can't wait to meet all of you and just start to teach again. I miss teaching yoga. I think it is such a wonderful way to tap in to that collective conscious that we are all able to tap into, and also to just push myself as a student. The more that you are putting yourself in front of people to inspire others, the more that I hold myself accountable to be practicing what I preach, and I cannot wait to start teaching again in that regard. And in the second, I wanted to find a way to teach at 24 Hour Fitness, be it that I live in a van. 24 Hour Fitness is a place where I can freshen up, and the reason I have my shirt off right now, I just got out of the gym, doing my best to chisel the body just as much as I chisel the mind, and listen to the heart, try to find that soul space, and have the conversation with God. But yes, I was working out, and the general manager, Jose, of 24 Hour Fitness here off Ocean Park, walked up to me and he said, "Man, you have a really epic workout sequence. What is it that inspires you?" And I just told him I try to work different parts of the body every single day, and remembering to take days off as well. That's one thing. Me being the go-getter and the perfectionist that I am, when I take days to rest, I almost feel like those are failures. Those days of rest are failures. It's dumb. You got to take days to rest. But he was really inspired by the workout that I was doing, and he asked me if I would ever think about being a personal trainer. And I've always pondered it. I used to teach at EOS for all my friends over at EOS. I love y'all. But he asked me if I'd be a personal trainer. So I'm going to meet with him tomorrow on Monday, and we're going to talk more about the course. I believe it's a 2-month course, and mostly about like kinesiology and the human body, which I'm already pretty familiar with being a yoga teacher. But the law of attraction, again, bringing something that I did not even plan on doing into my life. And he also said that they're looking for yoga teachers. So I'll probably be able to teach yoga at 24 Hour Fitness. 2 months from now, I'll be able to start developing clients, training people, and I feel like that's why I was put on this earth, was to inspire people, to hold people accountable. I would say that steel sharpens steel, and every single day I am putting myself in the fire to become more like steel, and that is so I can inspire you to be your fullest self and to push yourself to be what it is that you want to be. So that was very exciting, and these are all things that I wrote down last Sunday, and this week opportunities have presented themselves. And don't get me wrong, there's been failures as well. Not failures, but areas where I could learn and be humble and grounded. I brought my resume in to a few different studios and didn't get called, and that's okay. I'll still go there, I'll still practice yoga, I'll still be a part of the community. But you have to put yourself in situations where you feel uncomfortable. You have to put yourself in those situations because 1, you grow, and 2, you'll learn. You'll learn if you succeed, and you'll learn if you fail. Don't take it as success or failure. Take it as a lesson, this chapter book of your life. You want to be able to look back and say, maybe I could have done this differently, or maybe I could have presented myself in this way, and I would have been received either in my favor or differently. Like I said, don't look at anything as a failure. When you push yourself and you put yourself in those uncomfortable situations, all it can be is a learning experience. So, about 2 months in to my LA adventure, and I've already landed a few yoga teaching jobs, which I'm very excited about. And Birdie G's is roaring. Last night, Saturday night service, we did over 300 covers, and that's starting to become a regular thing. And sorry, my shirt's off. It's hot, and I am got to go to work in a little bit, so I don't want to be too sweaty. But like I said, I'm putting out an episode every week. I want to hear feedback from y'all, and this week it's about abundance. It is about manifestation. We are heading into the season of Leo. We all have that lion within us. So ask yourself, what is it that I want to accomplish this week? Sit down, paper, pen, and just sit in silence before you write anything down. Just observe your thoughts, observe the chatter. And for the first minute or so, you're going to have random thoughts entering your mind, and you're going to say, where where the hell is this coming from? But just observe. Stay patient and breathe. Find a long spine. And find depth in your breath. In due time, the chatter will silence. You'll be able to find a bit more concentrated focus on an intention. Once you find that intention, write it down. And then Monday, look at this intention. Maybe it's on your bathroom mirror, or maybe it's right next to your bed, and you jot down anything that you dreamt of the night prior. And Tuesday, look at Monday, and did I do things that put me in situations to accomplish my intention? And if you didn't, don't beat yourself up, but hold yourself accountable so that Tuesday can be a day of abundance. And if Tuesday does not go the way that you planned, Wednesday's a new day. We have 7 days in a week. So I really want you to use these videos as inspiration and also as a way to communicate. So I'm always here. Reach out to me anytime with any questions and any feedback that you have. We are all supposed to be abundant. The law of attraction works with all of us if you believe not only in yourself but in those around you. If you look at everyone as an enemy and as against you, that is what they will be. If you look as though they are your friend and that they want to see you succeed, even in the moments of times where you're questioning that, your light reflecting onto them will turn the situation into something that it should be for you. I think one of the best ways to cultivate a bit of momentum is Kabbalabhati breathing. It is breath of fire. And I said in last week's video we'd do a little bit of breath work. So I'd like to do a full minute of breath of fire. Wherever you are, you can join in, and don't be afraid. Don't judge. Simply breathe, and if you need to stop to catch your breath, you're welcome to do so. Breath of fire is a rapid exhalation through the nostrils, creating a pump in the solar plexus. Find that long spine ground down through your sit bones. Begin when you're ready. Deep breath in. Hold at the top of your breath. Open mouth release. We'll seal with the sound of Om. The light, the teacher, and the student within me sees, acknowledges, and loves the light, the teacher, and the student within you. Namaste. Make this week abundant, blissful, and attract what it is that you want into your life. It's your decision. Be blessed, be blissful. Ciao for now, my friends.